I'm filled with memories from that film. You know, the whole experience of being in Northern Africa, which I had never been to before, and just, you know, working with Stephen and Harrison and all the wonderful actors, Paul Freeman and Ronnie Lacey, who were, you know, on the film, John Rhys Davies. So, you know, there's a million wonderful memories and wonderful stories. She was sort of a modern girl, really, but she was before her time, in the sense that she wasn't, you know, she didn't want him to, like, stop being who he was and take a 9-to-5 job so they could be married. People were constantly saying to me, oh, I just read something in a Chicago paper that they're about to make the new, and this has gone on for years and years and years. And a few years ago when I was in Los Angeles with Kate Capshaw and Allison Duty, when they brought the three of us together, calling it the Girls of Indiana Jones, or the Women of Indiana Jones, for the DVD when it came out, where it put all of the films together. There was a lot of talk then about, you know, was a fourth one going to be done, and if so, who was going to be in it, and everybody was being very mysterious, but wink, 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 and, you know, so somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought, wouldn't it be great if they were going to do a fourth one, and wouldn't it be fantastic if they brought my character back into it? But I can't say that I really, you know, believed that that was going to happen. So I'm just, actually I was at my studio one day and the telephone rings and I pick it up and I hear somebody on the phone going, I've got Steven Spielberg on the line for you. I had sort of imagined maybe it would be a wonderful little cameo or something, but he said no, they were really going to bring me into the film, and it was going to be a full you know, development of my character as a part of the story. And then he said, I'm going to be in New York in a couple of weeks. I want you to come to my apartment and sit and read the script. And I did that. And when I read the script, honestly, I was just like very, very moved by it. When I first came to do just some camera tests at the very beginning, is, you know, Harrison showed up, and I hadn't seen Harrison for years, and we had a lovely reunion. And then there was Kathy and Frank and Stephen, and I think George was even there that day. So it was like kind of, you know, jumping, instead of, you know, there's always that sort of awkward feeling at the beginning of a film when you're meeting all of these brand new people at once. And for the first time, I was really you know, one of the few who had actually already worked, you know, Harrison and I, and then really Kate and Shia and John Hurt and Ray and Jim Broadbent. They're all kind of coming into a new relationship. So it's kind of fun that I feel like, you know, the old hand or something. That's a new experience for me. Shia is extraordinary young man. Yeah, I've grown extremely fond of him. He's great. He's funny. He's got incredible resourcefulness as an actor. You know, I'm having a blast working with him. He looks fantastic, and I've watched him do, you know, these fight scenes again and again and again, where he's punching this one, kicking that one, going back there, elbowing this one, and, you know, they'll do take after take after take after take, and he's just, you know, he's up for it completely. She's such a sweet, warm person, and then, you know, I watch her go from, like, we'll just be chatting, and then, whoop, you know, with the black hair and, you know, in this gray suit and, you know, this sword in her hand, and she's fantastic to watch. Really, really. She's one of my favorite actresses. What I like in this story, and it's even more apparent as we shoot it than it was necessarily on the page, is that, you know, they've written me as being more actively involved